Desktop audio. As for gamer number 509-477-5702.
Thank you for calling the Spokane County Superior Court Family Law Center. Please note that all current family law policies, procedures, and docket information is available online under the Superior Court link found at www. Please hold.
Thank you for holding. We look forward to talking with you soon. Please hold the line and we'll be right back with you. Thank you for holding. We sincerely appreciate your patience. Please stay on the line and we'll be back in a moment.
Hi, how's it going? My name is Philip Hawking. I just wanted to call in a readiness in cause number 223-0042.
Well, hold on. What day are you calling it in for?
It does appear that the readiness hearing on March 17th, 2022 for Commissioner Rugel.
Okay,
Then they're trying to do it by Zoom.
So did you set this hearing?
I did not set this hearing. I'm the respondent.
Okay, so you
and I've been
in ready.
Go ahead, yeah, please.
Okay, give me
Hey! I know that you're the expert here, but I'm trying to advocate for myself. I'm an autistic person, and I need you to accommodate by not fucking interrupting me. Thanks. So
if you're going to use that language, I'll hang up, and you won't get any information out of me.
Yeah, that's pretty typical. Thanks, bye. Oh yeah, Spokane County. Fuck you. Yeah. That's really. Oh yeah, I know that we're having some fun here. It's pretty typical that we can't be person-centered. And I know that my video is really desynced off the audio, but yeah. And the trauma inflicted upon me by the attorney I obtained to represent me in a harassment case for my son's daycare, North West Christian Academy. For requesting ADA accommodations, which led to the unfortunate and irreconcilable acts of my wife leaving the marital property, taking my son without allowing me access, visitation, and and basically the trauma from her family of origin, divorce. Oh, I should can we can make this interesting. Wait. Media source, screen capture, and capture. Oh. There we go. Ooh. That I'm not worried about again. That video capture device. That's whoa. Transform screen. There we go. Nice. Oh, hi Pat. How you doing, buddy? So yeah, it's just typical shit. The lady told me to fuck off when I advised her that I was autistic and I could not be interrupted, which is what cops do, and that's what everybody does because the courts are not person-centered, despite the fact that they should be. And I'm advocating, for my family, for my human rights as an autistic person, and that barrier is what happens to anybody who tries to get anything done in family court as a pro se litigant, because they assume that everybody's a fucking idiot because everybody that calls them is probably not an idiot. They're just doing the best that they can to advocate for their family without having any knowledge of the legal system, how convoluted it is, how difficult it is, how it works. And I'm somebody who I worked as a peer support counselor. I ran the entire technology department for a community behavioral health center. And my wife fell in love with me because I was an autistic person, had an autistic baby, and now is divorcing me because I'm autistic. And that's just my fucking life, right? So this barrier right here would be something that typically, most people would not be able to remediate if they were not me and didn't make $250,000 a year and worked at a law firm for 4 years with attorneys who were just as big a fucking pricks as that lady at the clerk's office was, or the family law center, whatever. And I'm going to make sure to send this YouTube video along with this whole thing. Because the thing is, if people interact with me in good faith, my wife or anybody else, we're just fine. But part of autism, one of the traits is pervasive demand avoidance. So when people make demands of me, I do not respond well to that. And that is because I have complex trauma from my family of origin and from living on the streets as a homeless drug addict, where I would get the shit kicked out of me by the cops because I had the nerve to speak up to them. But when I'm in my $1 million house, I tell them, come back with a fucking warrant, and they can't do anything. They've come 4 times in the last 2 weeks because the 2 therapists who thought they loved me called the fucking cops on me because they're just as fucking autistic as anybody else. And if we were to, watch the Jack Ted Houting TED Talk, we would realize that autism is perfectly valid cognition, and we are the population, that has a disability, that has the worst social determinants of health of any disability population group. And so here, that's why I made sure to call at the very end of the day, so I didn't have to have this protracted fucking bullshit, long ass battle with people. And yeah, man, I'm just trying to fucking get by. I'm trying to not get summary judgment dropped against me. I spent the last 2 weeks trying to retain counsel, and the lawyers are just like, "Oh, you're a fucking crazy person." But when I worked in community behavioral health, what was it? Oh, you're resilient. You're so clever, and you're skilled and you're talented. And I think in 2006, I made what, like $400,000. I was broke because I was a drunk and a drug addict. Every like I was broke every 2 weeks. It didn't matter how much money I made. But now here I am trying to advocate, and we're going to provide phone number, all parties involved. Okay, so the ID, ORC, and an inability to provide any feedback that is not supportive of her works. Doesn't matter. This case, then I just called CC, the CC. Yes. Calls. $6,000. $6,000 of attorney's fees. Oh, very nice. Oh, Casey Eder. Okay, so let's do a little bit more fucking advocacy here, right? No, we don't need that. We don't need that. 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 But we do need. Mhm. 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 230 42032. Three. Talking. Philip. A. Four. Let's search for some shit. Oh, that's me. That's me of a person. Case history. Okay. State Washington. So that was 2014. Action 2019, 2020. Okay. bunch of stuff here. Oh, 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 oh. 30 of 30 proceedings. December 21. 7 December 7th. Cool. Okay, national order. Okay. So, I have active failures to appear, huh? Oh, wow. That's clever. Let's see. There. 121 proceedings. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of that shit. Oh, yeah, Jess, I do know pro se. Yeah. How does swearing correlate to autism, Sarah? So swearing does not correlate to autism. Swearing correlates to me having PTSD from people like Glenn Hawking in my life, and the police, and being on the streets. And the fact is that when people treat me with disrespect and they do not engage in a way that honors my dignity and my humanity, I have a tendency to respond to them in a way that indicates similar levels of disrespect, which is much of why my wife is getting a divorce, is because she does not treat me with respect. She has been contentious and hateful and bitter ever since she got PTSD when Israel was born, because she almost died. Israel almost died. And, the whole thing, it's not her fault. Like, she doesn't know any better, man. Taylor does not have a culture of accountability around her. And if any of you look at my Facebook feed, you see that now that ever since Katrina showed up, oh, I'm doing just fine because I have one person in my corner who's backing me 1,000%. Taylor has 30 people in her corner that are backing her 10,000%, but don't have the nerve to say, little girl, that man moved heaven and earth for you. And he did you square, and you're doing him dirty. So, and Jess, yes, I can do pro se, but if you listen to the whole video, you'd see that I just got hung up on and cursed at by the person when I was trying to explain that I have a disability. And I put this thing off till the end of the day because I knew it would be unpleasant. And I called it the last minute so I could, get in under the radar without having to have any of the bullshit and contention and drama. But of course, there was bullshit and contention and drama. So, case history. That's all municipal. Washington. Oh, that Superior Court 2014. Okay, so proceedings. Okay. Minor. Oh, yes. Turned. See your associate names. I have associated names. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Case history. Yeah, so it looks like because this is still such a new cause number, it's not been calendared and it's not in a JS thing. But yeah, I probably honestly know more about the law in the courts, just not the actual proceedings and the things that are informal rules, which is also correlates with autism. And so I'm not getting accommodations. So now we're going to look up a person. Oh, wait, we're going to go back to home. Search for an official. Rule. Argue. So where's your last name? Search. Google. 20 judicial officer. Spokane County Juvenile Court. Okay. Judicial Officer, Subtype Commissioner, Anthony Rugel. Spokane County contacts for staff directory. Approval, Tony M, Court Commissioner 6. Six. 16. There's how many phone number. Your court. Yeah, so that's the whole thing. I don't even know. The whole thing is so convoluted. And the thing that I'm gonna do, Sarah, to make sure that I'm really heard is I'm going to ask, for accommodations and grace that one, I'm a pro se litigant, that this is an emergent thing, and I haven't been able to retain counsel because of the very disability that caused this contention that caused my wife to leave and go no contacts, when obviously I've not done anything that was a criminal law violation, or else they would have been able to have a warrant that they were able to come the 5 times the fucking cops came to my house in the last month. I haven't had the cops come in the last 2 weeks because for the last 10 days, I've had friends here helping me at least stay distracted from the fucking bullshit I was going through, Okay, so, Commissioner. Tony Rugel, Commissioner 6. Commissioner 6. You do not have an email. Hey, love, how are you? Oh, I'm still on the live stream because when I fucking called, they hung up on me, and so I'm trying to send a saucy email, and I'm on a whole live stream doing my whole civil rights advocacy bullshit because my whole life is a civil rights struggle, which is why you and I are going to give Taylor exactly what she wants and go travel and live our best lives, fucking whatever, man. Because I'm not going to do this whole supervised visitation thing because that's stupid. There's no reason for me to do that. It would harm my secure attachment to Israel. She's being petty and spiteful and vengeful, and it's not even her fault because she doesn't have a culture of accountability around her. So right now, so if you want to come up here, you can come up here and you can observe me working some of my fucking magic. I mean, got a key. Yes, love. Oh, I have all the time in the world for you. Just because I'm live streaming, I have 7 fucking people watching, broadcasting my signal to the world. You want me to put you on speaker so they can hear you too? Let's see. What's right? Oh, no? Okay. Yes, love. Yes, love. Go ahead. It is, but yes. That does not have to be a tonight. That could be a next week. Okay. Perfect. That is a brilliant idea, love. Yes. Oh yeah, I get. Yeah. Just put them right on the front porch, and I will show you how to open the garage door because I got the security thing fixed after it had been broken for 3 months. Kind of handy that that timing, but I'll show you how to do that after I get off this live stream. Oh yeah, you never want to do that in this neighborhood, as you know. Yup. I love you. Oh my god, my heart rate went from 130 to 111 just with what is that? 2 minute and 40-second phone call with you. I adore you. Bye. Bye. Yeah, that is an upgrade. My heart rate was always 130, avoiding Taylor the whole time because she was my domestic violence abuser, but I put up with it. Got me. Katrina is autistic as fucking fuck, and the same trauma that Taylor's headed for, going out looking to date a man who wait till you get married to have sex with. Yeah, that whole church trauma shit that she inflicted on me, that Northwest Christian inflicted on her. Oh yeah, right. So, so we're not trying to contact. I have no idea how to find that guy's thing. You know, so I like Google. So yeah, I mean, if somebody like I make $250,000 a year at one of the most elite tech companies in the world, and I cannot figure out how to get an attorney or represent myself on this issue when I've represented myself and even won as a pro se litigant in criminal. That's why I'm friends with Shelly Zamblin and fucking Lyndon Smithson and Casey Jones, the cop who arrested me 3 times, and then took Taylor and I to a barbecue at his house. And I also, because if you don't make an impression on people, that's because my whole life has been civil rights advocacy, man. It's human rights advocacy. And Taylor does not realize that her doing this to me, it betrayed my core values so much to allow her to do that this whole thing was irreconcilable long before she tried to hit me with an attorney. And the fact that I can't get an attorney, it's just discrimination, man. The same reason that I'm resilient and I'm sought after. I was invited to join the board of Pure Washington, not like an advisory board, but like the actual corporate board of Pure Washington when I was working as a peer support. When I worked at Excelsior, I ran pretty much the entire technology operation. I was basically a CTO. I just didn't have the authority because I didn't do the back scratching political fucking schmoozing game because they were just a whole bunch of people who had been there forever. And, it's just the Peter principle, man. It's the same thing, local government. Government is so inefficient because it has no incentive to be efficient. So I'm just trying to advocate for myself the best way that I can, the best way that I know how. And so we have 477-570-2 on the previous page, GIS recordings. I guess we're just gonna go back to here. Oh shit, my ACM March 30. Oh Jesus, I need to figure that out. Disorder. What's called the family law. Two. Copy of the customer.
we know
Oh, I know. We lost people's attention span. It's not really hard to watch people, or not really fun to watch people crank out fucking writing like this. Yeah. Oh, uh-huh. That'll do, pig. That'll do. I'll be right back. I need a fucking break. Uh, Guess I'm not getting a drink because I don't have one. I'm gonna have a cigarette upstairs though. You know that bothers my breathing. Actually, I'll be back in like 5 minutes. I'm gonna go smoke out front. Making decisions for my lover. that was my. Yes, come support me. Oh my God. Khaleesi. Oh, I do not, but we can go buy. Oh, I adore you. Oh my God. We're gonna. Oh, I'm gonna put on a camera here now. No. This is what people need to see. I need in my life. Oh Jesus. Hello, Khaleesi, Assistant Warrior Queen. So we're gonna. Oh, just anywhere on the desk there. So like a drink could be like right here. Yeah. But it's okay. It was completely. Oh yes. Wow. Oh yeah. So this is Katrina. I don't know if everybody's met Katrina yet. Yeah. Uh, so like Taylor caught a return and left me off the streets and scored a touchdown. But then after that, couldn't score a first down in 6 years. And Katrina ran that ball back, scored a touchdown like 27 times in 10 fucking days. And it's beautiful. So let's see if I can. Wow. Please forgive me. Oh, I got it over here to. Okay. Please forgive me, a more autistic pro se and pro per was my more preferred term of California litigant. Despite working in law for 4 years, community behavioral health peer technology principal role for 5 years. Presently working in one of the most exclusive technology companies in the world, HashiCorp, senior strategic support engineer consultancy. Most of my total compensation and equity. Disability I possess, autism spectrum disorder, which I've been diagnosed with since age 14, presently 38. Which impacts communication behavior in addition to other traumas from state-sponsored violence. Yeah, I definitely don't recommend, Mikey. And what you said about the best way to get over somebody is to get under somebody, that was gorgeous and beautiful. And I tagged Katrina in that. I don't know if she saw that yet, but yeah, that's Mikey. Michael Hennessy, aka Michael Hendrickson, is a real homie that is the same as me, basically, just a little bit older, almost 50, and I'm almost 40. And we're the same dude. He just had more traumas inflicted by his generation, his military service, and having to go to the fucking VA instead of a real hospital than I ever did. State-sponsored violence caused me to be essential building of the WISE program and peer support profession within Washington State. Advisory board for executive leadership program at Bellevue College. 1% of the 2% of the most discriminated against, underrepresented, disenfranchised cohort and disability population with the worst social determinants of health. Well, even making $250,000 a year, I can't get a fucking attorney. Because being authentically autistic is Jack Den Houting, PhD, and actually autistic. You like how I'm really going full fucking internet for the autistic thing? Says in her TED Talk, citing evidence-based peer-reviewed science that determines the double empathy problem is basically the same fucking reason that my lovely wife wants a divorce and also the reason she fell in love with in the first fucking place. Go like that. So yeah, that is kind of fun. That homegirl, when I called up, thought that I was fucking stupid, not realizing I have probably more experience in when I worked at that law firm in California, they had this thing called EAMS, Electronic Adjudication Management System, and yeah, that's the thing that I know. Ah, ah, ah. So Hawking, Philip, and lawyers are assholes. I'll never work with them again. I fucking hate lawyers. There's only two lawyers I like, and that's Christopher Poulos and fucking our state legislator. My heart rate is down at 99 now. Katrina here, and the whole time I was married to Taylor and avoiding her domestic violence, it was like 130 to 150 all day, every day. I have that data in my Garmin account on my fitness tracker, which is kind of funny that when you like, I don't know, causation does not necessarily belie correlation, right? But when n equals 1, it's pretty fucking easy to assume that there's a causal relationship, right? So to assert or posit that there is a causal relationship, that obviously would be logically fallacious, right? However, to have a hypothesis that collects more data points to determine if that relationship is causal, like, I don't know, the fact that this woman here has done more for me than any woman has in 38 years in 10 fucking days, let alone the two women that were my spouse at one point in my life. And despite, like, they might have done their best efforts, but the same trauma that my wife is going to inflict upon herself are the same traumas that she endured. So the second, what is it, the Macklemore song? One man's trash is another man's come up for a shop. One man's trash is another man's come up. So, yeah, when you treat somebody like trash and scum on the bottom of your shoe and you scrape them off and you drop fucking 5 reams of paper on their doorstep trying to steal their kid, when they moved heaven and earth for you, sucks, but I forgive you. Love you. I wish that you were able to love me with your actions because I deserve this and you deserve better too. And that's why when you came up here after that CPS thing was such a nightmare, because the same way that the lady on the phone treated me, it was the same way that the attorney who I had a consult with, and explained my whole behavioral health issue with the last name of Maxie. Yeah, he's, what was that, Mason? I think Carl's nephew, definitely not like Bevan. Maybe Bevan would have been able to like actually not fucking suck. I don't know. But yeah, that was trauma. I had more trauma inflicted upon me by my lovely wife, who was my domestic violence abuser despite being 4'10" and 130 pounds. And I endured it until there was papers on my doorstep. Like she called me in the middle of the night begging me to stay with her and remain celibate for like 3 years while she learned how to become a secure attachment figure to me. I was like, you know what, dude? That's probably not going to happen. But you know what I'm going to do? Out of honor and respect for you, because you're saying, that you want to work things out. But we could go to therapy and talk through it. But like our marriage is over. That doesn't mean that we don't have a child that we have to both raise. And having contention between us is not going to help anything, man. You can get a divorce as much as you want. Like I offered to, like I literally, when Taylor came up here, probably the most tender moment that we had the whole time that we were together. Or the whole time that we even were friends, like 5 years, 4 years before we ever got together. Probably the most tender moment that we ever shared together, where I was just got done with the Jesus wept part of my life for like 4 hours. And And she came upstairs and she was like, "It's gonna be okay. We're always gonna be friends, even though we're not working out as marital partners." Like, yeah, dude, but like, we don't have to make a messy, nasty divorce. You don't even have to move out, man. You can keep your fucking little dollhouse dream house, and I could just change the lock to a key that you don't have for the upstairs and only come downstairs and like use the accoutrement or whatever. And I think I told her what's my heart rate at now? Oh, we're at 90. I think that's as low as my baseline gets. With Katrina in my life, it was like 30 to 150 versus like fucking started to try. Whenever I was stressed out, even when I was sleeping, it was probably 100. Now, after 10 days of Katrina, getting more dopamine, 10 days, life, my resting, I've been waking up at 5:30 every morning. My resting heart rate is at 80 when I'm up. And I've been exercising, I'm hiking, riding bikes, living my best fucking life. Oh, I adore you. Oh, yes. Coming, watching anime, and of course, the champion competitive sport. Whatever, right? So, Hawking, Philip, Andrew, 0 2 1 2 1 9 4. So, we have this guy right here. Detail. Associated names, Hawking, Philip, Andrew. Wow! So when you look here on the case history, the first thing we had I was a defendant on auction. Traffic. What were the events of the proceedings? Oh yeah, this was my bike ticket. I got a ticket on a fucking bicycle. Jesus. If you go to philhawking.com, there's a whole bunch of fun info on that one, right? But yeah, so I know how to use JS Link. I know how the court works. I've successfully represented myself as a pro se litigant now. I don't need the whole. So, I haven't had any. Oh, goddamn! You half Japanese girls do it to me every time. Bring on the turkey if you bring on the bacon. Life goes on, man. And if God didn't send me this woman gift wrapped like a fucking present who broke down all my fucking walls in like 2 days, when I thought I was gonna die alone with a rescue cat, I'm pretty sure that I like would be on the wrong path, right? But he did, and I'm cool with it. It sucks, but you know, it's an upgrade, even though it's a grindy situation. So, in the first fucking place, where I'm trying to get. No, you're not. You are assisting me. The only way. Yeah, on Julian, you're better now. IRL, fucking wow. Thanks, Brett Dieter. You're probably never gonna see this, but that's a real fucking homie right there, man. That's a good one. Yeah, that's the dude with his blue fucking hair. And I saw him live with Taylor, and we had such a blast in Birmingham, Alabama. Taylor was over the music festival, but loved hanging out with Mikhail and Jason and seeing the sights and just having a great time. So we're gonna everything. Wow, this was wrong. 10 talk. Wow, Jackson Hang, bam. Oh,
We know.
God damn you, half Japanese girl. Do it to me. I asked her out to a Green Day concert. She said that she never heard of them. How cool is that? Yeah, that's kind of like how she is with anime and not music, and it's really adorable. It's great. Bro, ooh. No, that's not distracting. No, that's great. That's lovely. Oh my gosh. Um, difficulties with communication. And it would cause me executive dysfunction and cognitive dissonance to be. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I'm so good. I'm hoping to have us. We gotta go make that curry. Yeah, I know. I know there's no hurry, but I want some of that curry. Oh, oh, oh. Goddamn you, half Japanese girls. Do it to me every time. How cool is that? How cool is that? Uh, uh, oh, yeah, 1998. Yep. Uh-huh. That's the best drug I ever had. Assistant gamer, kawaii senpai girlfriend was actually more of a partner. How stupid my body is from how traumatic and fucked up this addiction, streets, and all that. Yeah. But the state has inflicted far more violence against me than any bad people ever did. I've been and it continues to do it, even though my socioeconomic status is so ridiculously high that I should be able to just throw money at these problems to make them go away. But yeah, lawyers, man, scum of the fucking earth. It's kind of funny that Christopher Poulos and what's her fucking name? I forgot. So I have a traumatic brain injury too, on top of being autistic. And, complex post-traumatic stress disorder, relational traumas, and that makes me resilient, right? Here I am living my best life. I have a woman who seems to treat me just fine. I've never had to even raise. There was one time where she got startled because I was angry about something that had nothing to do with her, and I raised my voice and it startled her, and I cried. And we've only known each other 10 days, and the reason I cried was because she's so soft and gentle and patient with me that the whole idea of threatening her like terrified me, because I don't have another one of these left in me, and I don't know if I believe such a time together, making plans for future, trying to build a foundation, friendship, romance, that will last a long time. I hope I can convince her to wife me someday, but I know I can't just go do that right now. I gotta take care of these things. And this trauma, it doesn't matter how resilient I am when I'm being traumatized further by, this domestic violence restraining order that Taylor got against me protects me 1,000 times more than her. Whatever, right? C'est la vie. Mm-hmm. Ah. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, yeah. Family law at Spokane County.org. Yeah. 2222300420. Dash 3 dash 00 dash. I'm just about wrapped up and really looking forward to look at 6:30. Did anybody show up? Nobody showed up. Oh, that means we have the night to ourselves. Oh, senpai creepy, fuck yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness, I know, right? So no, what we're really gonna do is probably not do sexual things. I'll just go walk. We should go watch the sunset. Oh, it's a beauty. We'll just go walk to the overlook, watch the sunset. Yeah. Oh, Joe, what's my make curry? Yeah, all the good things in life, all the things that I deserve, that I endured Taylor's bullshit with because I adored that woman. I loved her more than sharks love blood. I even put my wedding ring back on after she tried to hit me with all the shit because I realized that God may have taken my wife, but that doesn't mean that I can't still be a man of God and love her more than Christ loved the church. So, yeah, dude, you can get what you want. You can take my kid, and I'm not going to do supervised visitation. I will not tolerate anything less than 50-50. Period. My son does not deserve to be deprived of his father. You had left to go to Hawaii for your sister's hospice care, last hurrah, a month, for a week and a half, 2 weeks almost, and you had no concerns calling me up being like, oh, hey, can I stay for another 3 days? And I was like, shit, yeah, babe. And we didn't have any contention, and you planned this grand birthday party for me with my mother. And I was like, God, all I want for my birthday is to have a fucking day on the weekend where none of you will bother me and leave me alone because none of you give me dopamine. So I just want to work on my projects to give me dopamine sometimes. Yeah, it is. Oh, I get that. Oh, look. Oh, did I get a present? Oh, what present? Look at that. We got some blackberries.
We could share them.
Oh,
so
that shit.
You could get your cookie and blackberries.
Oh, that is C? Oh my god. It's really not that fucking hard. Let's say it was way harder than that from the beginning. Yeah. But she loved me and she wanted me, and I told her all of my, we were friends for years. I told her all my trauma bullshit, and she still wanted that. And I should have known better. I should have been like, little girl, I'm the kind of man that you just have fucking crazy sex with and go away, and get yours and, just be on birth control because, I will. Thank you. I will get you pregnant. I don't shoot blanks. So, maybe you just need to go, find yourself and shit. Go through a whole phase, backpack through New Zealand or something, or ride a bike down to California. We've done that shit. Yep. We were so fucking pissed off I said that. I was like, hey, how about you go? Oh, my love. Oh, sun pie, cream pie. Oh, fuck. I was like, hey, you can seriously go through a whole phase and drop the kid off. Put on a slinky dress, go hook up with a hot stranger. Take all my money. Go backpack through Europe. Give yourself the young love and childhood that you robbed yourself of by owning a house at 18, making minimum wage, thinking that you had to be married to somebody before you could have sex with them or God would judge you. You can really summarize Jesus' teachings as 1, make hay while the sun shines. 2, don't be an asshole. 3, when you see people who need help, help them. To the best of your ability, from each to his ability, to each according to his needs. Obviously communism didn't work in the implementations, from the Soviet Union and CCP and all that shit, but they sure seem to do a really good job in, Europe with all these things that America's fucking crippled by. I wonder why. I wonder why. the military-industrial prison complex, and trillions of dollars. How much fucking GDP goes to military hegemony and bailing out fucking Wall Street when the economy does not actually depend upon the stock market? But it's all a shell game propped up fractional reserve banking, iterated upon. Republican, Democrat, Libertarian, doesn't fucking matter because it's all bought and paid for by concentrated capital. And you never will get justice in the courts unless you have money. But if you're autistic, you don't even get justice in the courts when you have fucking money. So yeah, God bless, Godspeed. I hope that you all have a great time. And yeah, this email right here. Yeah, get it to as many people as I can. Thanks. Love you all. Bye.